Right? Is this the moment? Is this the moment in time to talk about that?
No,
literally, is this the moment in time? Like, we're talking about the work we need to do to deal with the issues that we have. We have 11 children shot today. This is not about stop and frisk. This is not about that right now. They're doing all these things and on putting themselves on social media and then getting fired up and engaged and then come out here and shoot. Small beasts on social media. You said something wrong. You looked at me wrong. And now we're having young people out here taking it in their hands and putting guns in their hands and killing people. Yesterday we had a gun with a trigger mechanism on it.
8 people have been shot at a SEPTA bus stop in Philadelphia's Burholm neighborhood.
I never ever thought that anyone would shoot me walking to school or kill me at the doorstep of a school, or let alone getting on a bus 2 blocks down. So for those parents and those children, yeah, it's very traumatic. And I know the school district and Dr. Wallinson will be deploying their teams to be able to deal with those issues as they always do. For the shooters, I mean, they come from their parents need to get engaged. We said this multiple times. I asked every parent today, go in those rooms and look under those tables and look under those closets and get those guns out of the house, right? Because at the end of the day, many of these kids are coming from the same communities that they're shooting at, right? And they know who they are, and the community knows who they are. We can't do this by ourselves. Like, we need the community, we need parents to get engaged and engage in what their young people are doing. They're looking at drill rap, they're looking at TV, they're fully automatic. I mean, able to fire multiple rounds in seconds. That's not acceptable.
If we didn't learn anything else from the pandemic, is that kids, most of them, learn more with in-person instruction than in remote learning. So it's so important that we work together to win this war on gun violence so that kids can be in school.
But a lot of moms and dads are going to be like, they're not going to learn anything when they're shot in the hospital or they're dead.
Absolutely.
But wait, let me just go back to your question. I have the full confidence of our police commissioner and every partner that you heard me reference here today, that we are working together to ensure that your travel to and fro, whether or not that's school, that's to work, to the doctor's office, to the supermarket, we're going to be doing everything that we possibly can together is the key to ensure the safety of our streets. And our very valuable partner with SEPTA. It's extremely important that they be front and center here with us on today, because this is very much a collaborative approach.
It's about what we're going to do as a city to address the violence that we're seeing now. I'm not cutting you off, but that's just the reality of the work. That's the reality. So we're going to end it here. I think it's time for us that we have work to do. We have a lot of work to do. We got to get back and deal with these kids that we have to deal with, and our team will be following up with you.
The gunfire rang out about 2 hours ago at Rising Sun and Cotman Avenues.
And police have swarmed the scene. This is the 4th shooting in 4 days that has impacted SEPTA riders.
This is the crime scene. We're right here by the police tape. All these police cars here backing up. We were probably a half a block from where the shooting itself happened. We know that at least 2 SEPTA buses were hit. It doesn't look like this one was hit, but we know all the buses in this area have been shut down. Here's what we know right now. We know that it sounds like 3 people got out of a blue Hyundai and started shooting. There was also a driver involved. We know at least 8 people were hit. Now, they were described as juveniles. I talked to one woman who works at this diner right here. This is called Quaker Diner. She heard the gunfire. She ran out and tried to help out. She started putting pressure on the wound of one of those kids who was hit. I call them kids because she's estimating maybe 8th or 9th graders that were hit, and she says she saw at least 8 kids who were wounded. One, they were trying to keep him awake as he was bleeding. Then they got scooped up by police and they were taken off to the hospital. Now, as you can imagine, people heard the gunfire in this area. This is a busy area. They ran out to see if they could help. I talked to one woman who had this to say.
My daughter actually visually saw the child after he was hit. She heard the shots, but she didn't see who shot. These children are dying every day out here. Somebody has got to do something. This doesn't happen in this neighborhood.